Hey y'all, we're gonna give it time for people to come in. I'm excited to be here with y'all all as the notifications are coming on. I'm just letting y'all know, for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Angelic Ray, and so if this is your first time tapping in, hello my beloved sister, I see you. Monarch of Lovin', I love you. Erica, greetings. Erica, your reading is still downloading, so just letting you know. I will be sending it to you like once it's downloaded completely. So I'll check after this live. Hello everyone that's tapping in. So we're going to be doing the general collective reading for this new moon in Gemini, which is happening at 8:38 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can feel free to convert that into your time zone. This new moon is happening with a Gemini stellium. There's a lot going on, and then we have like a square to Saturn that's going to be happening later on in that day. So whoo, it's a lot going on. We have Mercury in Gemini, and the new moon is going to be conjoining Venus in Gemini, which is in Cazimi, so it's in its weakest form in a sense. We also have Jupiter in the sign of Gemini, which Jupiter is in detriment. When it is in the sign of Gemini, it doesn't necessarily like to be there. This does not mean that abundance and prosperity is not going to be flowing to us. It just means that it's going to be with the efforts of us putting in the work, right? When Venus is in Cazimi, she's at her weakest form. She's needing to recover. She just went combust. So when she's combust, you know, this is her having her solar return and exploding and having a rebirth process, right? When she's in Cazimi. So she's having to regain her energy, and she is the goddess of love. She is the goddess of money, of values, of fortune, right? And Jupiter is, you know, meeting our fantasies. Jupiter is the original ruler of Pisces, by the way, as well as Sagittarius, right? So paying attention to where these placements are in your chart can also help navigate with help you realize where to navigate this energy. So Erica, I'll read your question. Hello, wholeness everyone, welcome. No worries, once you're done with this, I want to do one while I'm present. Okay, cool. That will actually, I have to make space on my phone, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So Venus having to regain her energy back. She's regaining her energy slowly but surely, because she's already gone combust. She's already exploded in the sun. So now with Jupiter in its detriment sign, it's saying, I want to give you this abundance, I want to give you this expansion, but you're gonna have to be open-minded to perhaps having a mindset shift, right? Or it might come a little bit with some challenges. And then we're having, you know, this new moon squaring Saturn. That is definitely saying, like, you know, your hard work is what's going to show the payoff. Like, the abundance and the prosperity is not going to come just out of like the mere will of luck, if you will, right? You got to essentially take accountability for your own energies and your manifestations to magnetically attract itself to you. So if you don't deem yourself worthy, if you're not, hey heavy, if you're not putting in the work of what you feel like you are valuing in your life, then that which you value is not really, it's gonna kind of feel like it's not really moving in a fast pace, right? It's still moving forward because energy is always moving. It just may not be moving at the speed in which you would like it to move, right? Because it's going to require you to put in that work. It's going to require you to have a level of concentration and focus and discipline in those areas so that you can reap the fruits of your labor, if you will. But this energy is really good also for the expansion of breaking through mindsets where you may have been limited, right? Where you may have been thinking small about yourself, where you may have had limited mindsets, right? Sometimes, you know, we have these big ideas, but then we're like, I can't do that. And it's like, the fact that you're already telling yourself, like, I can't do that, the word can't is limiting yourself from saying, oh, I'm going to do that and I'm going to do it good and I'm going to be successful at it. It's a completely different other energy, right? The reason why Jupiter is in detriment in Gemini is because Gemini energy ruler is Mercury. Mercury just entered Gemini. Mercury loves to be in Gemini. So Mercury is going to be the real big anchor here that's going to help speed up the manifestations to come forward. However, Mercury in Gemini likes things practical. Right, which is why, and then with this transit squaring squaring Saturn is like about your karmas, so reaping your rewards of what it is or the consequences of what it is that you're doing in practicality, right? Like, let's be realistic for a moment, right? And like I mentioned, Jupiter being the original ruler of Pisces, of your fantasy, Saturn is going to be like, okay, are you in fantasy land or are you being realistic with what it is that you want? Because you can get what you want, but are you putting in are you being realistic and are you putting in the work, right? If the goals that you have are a little bit too far-fetched, then it's not to say you can't reach your goals. You definitely can reach your goals, but do you need to be realistic with your current now moment, with the steps you need to take now? Maybe you need to pay attention to the tedious work, the minute work, the little details, taking care of that in order for you to move forward. There may be things that you may have needed to get done yesterday that you kept saying, I'm gonna get done tomorrow, and tomorrow came and you didn't do, and then you're wondering why there's a lethargic kind of energy in your field, because there's a form of stagnated energy that is requiring you to be disciplined to take care of in order for you to open the space for the energy to move faster. So that's where Mercury in Gemini is wanting to bring the speed in there, but Jupiter in Gemini is kind of like saying, like, you know, I kind of want to be philosophical, you know, what's the word? I'm not saying it correctly. I don't like when that happens. So, okay. Philosophy can get you but so far, and so can practicality. So balancing out your belief system with reality pretty much is one of the main messages of this moon, right? One of the big things that's being challenged at this time as well is religious and corporation structures are going to be challenged, you know, challenging your belief systems, right, with your knowing, right, like being more realistic with that. So asking the right questions. So if you find yourself maybe wanting to elevate in your career, maybe get a higher position, or you're in a career that you know that corporation may not be there for the long term, how can you readjust yourself? What questions do you not only need to ask yourself, but need to ask, you know, when you're going to an interview? I feel like maybe somebody here may have gotten let go from a certain corporate job, and they're going on different job interviews, and your spirits are like telling you to ask yourself, like, is this really in resonance with my goals, my long-term goals, and where it is that I'm going? And is this company going to be able to provide the resources that's needed for my long-term goals so that I can be success, so that I can stay in the realms of success, right? There's a thing about maybe leaning into the technology of your soul to break out of fears of the technologies that's happening around you. That's something that's coming up. I don't know if that might be specific for one person or something like that. And I can definitely resonate with that. I've had my own like thing when it comes down to you know, all this shift with the technology and whatnot. But it's a really beautiful thing when you can learn to look at energy for exactly what it is in an unbiased way. And Gemini really reminds us to look at that, to kind of be a middle pillar, to be unbiased and unconditionally loving to the energies, and so that we can really utilize our free will to bend and maneuver the energies according to our desires and our wishes and the plans that we have for ourselves, right? So that's what this like new moon is really asking you to reflect on, to detach and release what is not serving you, what is holding you back in those spaces. So I know I said a mouthful. Let me take a sip of water. Hello, Prophet. How you doing, beautiful sister? There's a lot of upgrades happening at this time as well. So hydration, hydration, hydration. Definitely drink lots of water during this time, during these upgrades. Some of you are going to be doing like what seems like spontaneous moving at this time, and like just having to go through that mindset shift. Maybe you lived in the same state for like your whole life, and now you're being guided to move to somewhere else, and it's like needing to process that, like, but also rather than having anxiety, being excited, right? Being excited for this move. I'm kind of getting that with like a lot of people are going to just like, it's going to seem like spontaneous movements happening. Thank you for the compliment on the hat. But really it's divinely aligned and ordained for you to move to these new places here. There's something about water and movement. So I'm not sure somebody here works with water. I'm getting, maybe you work with a water company or something like that, and you're going to be moving, maybe even out the country. I'm not sure if it's moving to another state or moving out the country, but like you're still going to have like the residual income that you're getting now is just going to be more beneficial to where it is that you're moving. So congratulations on that. And you might be like dealing with the mindset shifts of that. But this is really going to bring an expansion to not only your abundance and your prosperity, but to the way that you look at life. It's almost like you're I don't know if it's like a cultural shock that you're going to experience, but it's going to elevate your perception in life through learning about different cultures. That's kind of what I'm getting with that. And that really goes into like Jupiter and Gemini energy, right? Where it's like philosophy could tell you, you know, that we're all one and all these beliefs and all these things, and it can be so beautiful. But Mercury and Gemini can kind of bring you the taste of the experience of different cultures in that, and the practicality of what it is like to live, you know, maybe from the living in the projects to living in a mansion, right? Like that experience is different than just imagining what that experience can be like, right? And so with this transit squaring Saturn, it can feel a little bothersome, all right? So for a lot of you, you're just going to really be feeling called to needing to take some rest, taking some time, taking some rest, not really overexerting your energy, but allowing yourself to receive the downloads, because Saturn is in Pisces, which is why I brought up Jupiter being the original ruler of Pisces and Saturn being squared in the sign of Pisces. That's how this energy can really affect itself. It's like really allowing your, like, all versions of yourself, right? Your higher self is already in you. Your inner child is already in you. Your now being is in you. Your greatest and worst version of yourself is already in you, right? So just adapting to change and tapping into the version of you which complements your scenario and situations that you got around you. Gemini shows us that, right? They have the different polarities in that. They have the masculine and feminine twins. They have the light and the darkness, right? So they really even the twins, right? So there's the stories of the Ibejis, and it comes from the Gemini twins in astronomy, right? Where they came and the twins, one literally came down to earth for the practical human experience, while the other one stood up in the heavens to work the same mission, but in the heavens. So as above, so below. You know, that's a Gemini concept in that's a Gemini concept as well. Excuse me for my speaking. I'm like, is there a retrograde that's going on? Because sheesh, if I can speak, that would be awesome. Thank you. So, I know that I kind of gave you a lot. So let's just get into it. What is a general overview for this new moon in Gemini? And then, so obviously, we're going to have the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter. Yeah, all in the sign of Gemini. So that's a lot. That's what, 5 planets right there? Well, 3 planets and the thank you. The 10 of Wands. So some of y'all feeling overwhelmed. I am feeling, damn, wow, a lot. Okay. What is the advice to overcoming this energy? There could be things that, and I mentioned this earlier, like some of you may be feeling anxiety. Well, I mentioned about a particular person who might be moving, feeling anxiety and turning it into excitement. But for some of you, y'all might actually be feeling a lot of anxiety and hard to sleep. Yeah, everything is fine. This card needs to come out here. I forgot that this card does that. There might be certain things with like denial, you being in denial. My Jupiter is in Gemini. Ooh, okay. So this is your Jupiter return season. Okay. So finances should be doing well with you as long as you're sticking to your plans and your goals. You are definitely feeling, that's a mediumship energy as well. A middle pillar, which makes sense as to why you're such a good channeler. So we have as the overall energy, we have the 10 of Wands. So there's a lot of burdensome energy here that I feel on a collective level. It could feel really heavy and intense. Now keep in mind, this is not personal, this is collective. So there's a lot of things that we have, let's be honest, Spirit was just saying, like, not being in denial, right? Really being in the awareness of what the fuck is going on in this world, right? Due to certain contracts, right? Due to certain laws, due to certain agreements, right? That isn't necessarily serving the people, right? That's causing a lot of pain, that's causing a lot of heartache, that's causing a lot of fear, right? So being in the awareness that yes, these things are happening, and you know, silence is acquiescing, right? When you acquiescing, you're agreeing, you're agreeing to the scenarios, right? It's like you're not necessarily defending yourself or speaking up or correcting what is incorrect, in a sense, right? And so each their own. I'm not here to like tell you how to live your experience and what to do with your life. I'm just sharing the message of what's coming through here. It's like it's almost like as you are denying the things that's going on around in the world, you're also denying yourself of the truth and the truth of where you should be standing in your position for your soul's evolution and your soul's contract of what you came here to do. And so there could be certain things that's happening to give you that reflection, to give you that remembrance of like your soul's purpose and journey of why you came here. 8 of Wands. This is Mercury and Sagittarius energy. So it's funny that we have both Jupiter and Mercury in the mix anyways, because those are both the rulers. So anyway, lots of fast-paced communication and changes. Tell me more about this 3 of Pentacles here. Yeah, certain things, yeah, justice here, all right? There's a certain thing with the Hierophant, like really sticking out, so I'm going to take that out. Yeah, this could be things in regards to like religion. This could be things, and the 4 of Pentacles, wanting to hold on to like the resources, you know, your money system, really holding on into like scarcity and fear and stuff like that. These are things that could be feeling like dissatisfaction and challenging during this new moon. And this is again on a collective level. So like being mindful of your thoughts and what it is that you are speaking upon yourself and to the world around you. And being honest, right? So if you are in a space where you're feeling really tired, you're feeling lethargic, or you're feeling burdensome, or the energy just feels heavy, remember that you can always do an energy scan. You can claim your sovereignty energetically, spiritually, and cut the cords that needs to be cut. You know, rewriting your contracts, right? Rewriting your agreements, what you agree to, what you don't agree to, when it comes down to your energy exchanges, when it comes down to your finances. For some of you, this could even be that like, you know, again, maybe y'all lose a lot, you lost your job, maybe you got fired from your job, you're a little bit worried about it, and you get called for an interview, right? You get called for an interview, and you come to realize, like, wait a minute, you know, maybe you're negotiating the funds, the money, the resources when it comes down to that, or maybe you come to a space of realization of like, I don't know if I want to work for this type of career anymore. I'm not sure if I want to even contribute to this company, right? That type of thing, because there's something about justice coming in and your belief system. So a shift in that. For some of you, this could even be that, and I'm just gonna be very straightforward. This can be that maybe somebody here is experiencing a divorce and has to go through some legal situations that involves money, and it's really tough that, you know, this separation, this divorce is really gonna bring justice in the favor of its rightful karmatic alignment is what they want to be said. So, you know, if you were someone that was really thinking that you was going to be getting this divorce so that you could take somebody's money, and you really you weren't honorable in this type of situation, like, there you might be needing to navigate yourself to move into a direction, that's a lot of heavy energy. To move into a direction that you need to put in the work and work forward to like justice is being served rightfully so in this situation. For the rest, like in the collective, this is definitely spiritual warfare that's going on with what we see in the world. Like, let's be for real, there has been massive attacks that's going on, genocides that's going on in the fucking world due to specific religions, due to specific bloodlines and beliefs and stuff like that. And so spirit is just saying, like, if you are feeling the burden of this, if you're feeling tired, allow yourself a balance of rest and movements, but definitely do what you need to do to cleanse your energy and keep it clear. I would definitely take time during this new moon to really write down what it is that you really want to see for yourself to prosper in a fortunate way. And like I said, you're gonna have to put in the work for it, but you have mastered this work. You are good at what it is that you are good at, and you're in the position of power, and your spirit guides are here to help you navigate through that. So don't be afraid, you know, to really put in the energy to reap your harvest. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. I feel like they're being very specific about a lot of just collapses on corporations and political situations coming to the forefront, and the truth being revealed in that. And we kind of see that. So I was trying to keep it on a like almost personal, not quite personal reading, but just a little bit more grounded into the physical. But this is kind of showing like in the etheric realm, like energies is moving really, really, really fast. So physically, it may feel like it's moving slow and it may feel burdensome, but in the astrals, it's moving really fucking fast. And are you getting in your own way because you don't want to see the truth? Are you holding on to things that you don't need to hold on to, and you're keeping your head? You're like, she's literally, she's not even looking straight. She can't even see in front of herself. Like, she's literally just hugging and tired. And she's about to like get blasted from this energy. So there is a lot of need to, I would even say like covering your head or anointing your crown with specific oils, just to kind of keep that energy, keeping yourself protected energetically during this time, because this square to Saturn is really showing a little bit of like hardship for the collective. But there's a lot of good energy too that's forward, but it's a lot of that's gonna happen later on is really what. Sorry about that, my phone was trying to put it on do not disturb because of the time. But there's a lot of throat chakra activity going on as well, like throat chakra openings here. This is so that you can really speak your truth, speak your voice. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it with these cards that I have here. I'm gonna pull out some other cards and get into the elements. And I'm going to start with the air element, just because we have a Gemini stellium. So I'm going to do Geminis first. I'm going to do Aquarius, and I'm going to do Libra, because we do have Justice here as well. Let me get another deck of cards over here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Bear with me, y'all. Is it glitching? Am I still glitching for you all? Yeah. I love coconut water. All right. No? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm really hearing like warriors. I really feel like this is for y'all to really take initiative and follow what your intuition is telling you. Don't be so blindsided. Don't ignore the red flags. Don't ignore what is being presented to you. Like, there's literally information coming in really fast. This could also be like overstimulation. So maybe some of y'all are being like overly stimulated by the internet, and you're like feeling like you need to show up all the time. Try going out and back in, Erica. Okay, so they hear me fine, Erica. Yeah, John is saying no glitching, so it might just be you. So yeah, maybe go and come back. Like, don't ignore the red flags. If you're seeing these red flags or you're experiencing certain burdens and stuff, like, really pay attention to that and how to navigate through that. The 9 of Wands being having to be persistent. All right, so let me get into like, don't give up on yourself. This is not a time to be giving up on yourself. There is a need for you to figure out how you're to rest, time to rest, to meditate. Meditation is your medication, is what I'm hearing. Maybe some of you are really dealing with psychological stuff and needing to just ground yourself and take a pause and like really clear your energy. I would even say maybe if you have a therapist, connect with your therapist and connect with a spiritual coach, right? It's okay to have both. It's okay to unless your spiritual coach has, you know, psychology awareness and trauma awareness, you know. Doing some breathing techniques can help you at this time as well. I really feel like an emotional cleanse in your breath work here. All right, so air signs. Let's get into the air signs specifically. Let's start with Gemini. What can you tell us? And this is overall going to be Gemini energy because this new moon is happening in the sign of Gemini. Yeah, I have a Gemini stellium. But let's get into it. Air signs. All right. Yeah, the 4 of Pentacles. So that's a double confirmation here. We have 4 of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck, and we have 4 of Pentacles coming up here. All right. Geminis, y'all might want to like... Yeah, I really feel like y'all are being called to like hug yourselves. I think y'all are really being called to get out of denial, a space of denial, and really take a look at what is happening around you and happening to you. I also feel like this is about taking a moment to pause and observe rather than react. And with your surroundings. There could be this could be things about finances, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be for everybody. Y'all know y'all story more than I do, and this is a general reading. For some of you, y'all are experiencing financial hardships, and it's almost like it's either you're experiencing financial hardships or you're just experiencing your finances staying at a specific level and you want to get to the next level. If your finances is in a specific level and you're wanting to get to the next level, yes, you got to put in the work and be disciplined in that. But be sure to mind your circadian rhythm when it comes down to your sleep, and be mindful of overexhausting yourself, overexhausting your energy in areas in which is not serving you, in which is not even part of what you need to be disciplined of. Sometimes the most disciplined thing that you can do is take a nap. Sometimes your naughty system, your nervous system is producing so much cortisol, it's literally creating holes in your brain, so you can't even concentrate or think clearly, think straight, and you're overwhelming, you're creating leakages, rips, holes, and tears in your auric field, so you're leaking energy around, and you're not even grounding yourself and taking the rest that you need to take because you think that you need to be doing way more than what you actually have to do. And sometimes the most disciplined thing that you can do is stop people pleasing and start saying no, right, to certain situations. And being mindful of what you're putting your energy to if it's depleting you, right? In other cases, this could be that maybe you just have been doing absolutely nothing, and that is just keeping you in a trap, stagnated, in there's a need for energy cleanse and for you to start moving forward, right? So it's about a balancing of your energy. Nonetheless, take this new moon to observe. Observe where it is that you are at. If you have been doing absolutely nothing with your life and your time and you are feeling stuck, right? Are there things that you can do? Maybe you lost a job and you fell into like a depression of some sort, and you're like trying to figure out, what is it that you want to do with your life now moving forward. And asking yourself these questions is good. Get into a meditative space to receive that answer, right? And also put in the work to put in applications to wherever it is. Like if it's application, it can be application to another job or application to taking a step forward to entrepreneurship. You know what it is that you want to do. I'm not going to tell you got to be an entrepreneur, and I'm not going to tell you that you got to work for somebody. I'm just here to tell you that this is a time of contemplation. This is a time for you to really evaluate what it is that you've been putting your energy to. Be mindful of that so that you can restore yourself and bring yourself back to balance. Bring yourself into a space that you are justly moving in an equal energetic exchange that is serving your highest and greatest good, right? Keeping you to sit in the seat of your throne. You have put yourself in a position where you have mastered that old level. Whatever it is that you had to let go of, whether it was a job, a relationship, something going on with family, this is a lesson that you have already mastered. You learned the lesson, and there's no need to keep repeating that cycle. You are being moved to go into another direction. However, this redirection got you feeling like you need to hold on to yourself, or you're holding on to the past. So letting that go, Gemini. Yeah, I got the Four of Swords in the bottom of the deck. That's another confirmation, because I'm going to show you right here how I have there's the Four of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck, and the Four of Swords literally was just hanging down, and I kept it there like that. 444s may be significant to you as well, Gemini. That might be a big thing. And so, yeah, I have in the bottom of the deck Four of Swords. Getting some rest is important for you to restore yourself, recharge yourself. Maybe do some journaling. If it's about finances, maybe, checking your balances, your finances, but really not overwhelming yourself, or there, you might be overly thinking and just having a lot of anxiety when it comes down to money. But it's like, go back to what you really value. The beginning of the message was talking about think bigger for yourself, about what do you value about yourself in your life. Like, are you truly valuing yourself and receiving the proper energetic exchange for your soul, for your energy, for who you are, for your values, right? So that is for Gemini. Let's get for Aquarius here. Oh, you are number 4, life path 4. Look at that. Aquarius, y'all have the 6 of Pentacles. Talk about karma. All right? y'all may be coming into some money that maybe somebody owed you some money and that money is coming back to you, or maybe somebody's going to be asking you for some money, to borrow some money from you, Aquarius. This could also be that y'all are coming into a space of like treating people accordingly, right? I really do feel like this is resources coming in as well, and that you have the resources to not only help yourself, but to help the people around you, all right? And so there's something about like, you see how her face is covered in this image as well? Like, and they're kind of like worshiping her in a sense. There's something about like worship, or like being with your energy, right? With the Hierophant here in the Six of Pentacles, I'm kind of getting like being recognized for your position. Like maybe you wasn't getting the recognition that you felt like you needed and deserved, but you're going to come into a space of recognition is what I'm getting for you, Aquarius. I'm getting also being put, maybe you're going to be doing some charity work, or you're going to be donating, and it's going to be like anonymous, or you're not going to be like sharing it with the world in a sense. It's like you're really genuinely doing it from your heart space, and that is going to reap you beneficial later on down the line. That could be something, or it could even be like unexpected rewards or money or resources or something like that that comes from an unknown source. Like, you know, there could literally be a spirit guide that is literally like almost possesses a person, for lack of better terms, that guides somebody to you to provide some sort of resource to you. And it's almost like this is a guide that you don't even know their name. You don't know that they're connected to you in that way, and they're just sending this person to come in like an earth angel or an earth warrior to like provide this energy to you, and then they're gonna leave. Like, so it's being detached from the source of it, being detached from the person, but being in the space of reciprocation in that way. So being open to receive and reciprocate, and being open to give and deliver. Yeah, well, give and deliver is the same, almost one and the same. Giving and providing that space for others as well. And y'all have the Two of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck, but it was like that with the Nine of Pentacles. So there's a lot of things that's going on with finances here, with materialism here. And again, we have Jupiter in its detriment, and we have Venus in Cazimi, so she's in her like weaker state as well. That's not to say that this is gonna be like a harsh, bad new moon or anything like that. It's just saying that there's gonna be certain challenges, but all these challenges can be overcame. All right, and so I am now Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Libra, what is your message for Libra when it comes down to this new moon? If somebody can tell me the time, that will be awesome. So I'm trying to hurry up. Thank you. Libra, y'all got the Queen of Pentacles. All right, with the bottom of the deck, the King of Swords. So y'all are in y'all element as well. Y'all not playing. Y'all some real royal shit. This is Divine Masculine Feminine Energies. 11:15. Thank you so much. Divine Feminine and Masculine Energies. Your masculine energy is being very precise, very specific, very strategic. And your queen, your feminine energies is like, I'm gonna fucking manifest. I'm gonna take my time. I know how to be practical. So there's this inner, like, there's a thing about your respect value for yourself. I see y'all really balanced. Not like cutting the cords, cutting the bullshit out here, and really just allowing yourselves to reap the rewards. And Libra is ruled by Venus. So if you have, like, you know, I will look at where you have Libra at in your chart, and I will look at where your Venus is in your chart. I feel like there's going to be a materialistic offering, a material offering to you. Just being in the position of receiving, being in the position to lead, being in the position of having the resources. Really, that's really what I'm seeing, Libra. Like, I see y'all, this new moon is going to bring y'all to a space of like great rewards, Libra. This feels really good for y'all. I feel like it's more about either a change of location, money coming in. It's more about like money coming in or an investment paying off. Like an investment paying you back because of all the hard work you put to this. And the Hierophant in the bottom. So we got the Hierophant twice here. With Justice and the Hierophant. This could also be that you're being steadfast in your beliefs and concentrating and focusing on your goals. And because you've been in that space, you're reaping the benefits from that, Libra. I really like this energy for you. Okay, magnetically attracting to you. Oh, there's a card that's in reverse here. The Ace of Cups. I didn't even realize that card flipped over. The Ace of Cups. So a lot of self-love and magnetism. I'm really feeling like, and my nose is itching. So like, excuse me, because when I'm channeling that happens and I'm just like trying not to be rude to y'all. But y'all having a strong magnetism at this time. At this time. And isn't it interesting, air signs? Y'all are air signs, but every single air sign had a pentacle card, which is earth element. So there's a lot of the air that is shifting the earthly realm. There is changes in finances. And again, Saturn being squared is really going to show y'all this shift. And for some of you, it's kind of like you're not going to see it right now, right away. You kind of need to like observe and not be afraid to let. And I don't know a lot of Geminis to be afraid to let go. But it's like just holding on to something and like being the observer. Sometimes the best thing you could do is do nothing. And the time, obviously, if you need to move somewhere and do something, again, Gemini, that's y'all got your message already. Aquarius, y'all got your message. I'm just showing all the coins that's coming through, though, which is really interesting. So, air sign, those are your readings. I'm going to move on to the water signs here. All right, water signs, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Excuse me, give me a moment. Wow. Y'all are very, very, very emotional. Which doesn't surprise me. Y'all are water signs. But what I'm feeling, water signs, it's getting heavy. Like, yeah. I do see certain reconciliations happening with y'all, but there's a lot of heaviness. I would say y'all definitely take time to cleanse your energy as well. Y'all could be absorbing a lot of emotion, like your emotional field, your emotional body, your etheric body could be very convoluted with other energies. There's also like a self-realization going on here. So let's see here. Tell me more about Cancer. What Cancer with this new moon in Gemini in this overview. I feel like somebody's healing. This is like a big healing. Yeah, I got the moon card here. Yeah, I got the Moon card. I feel like this is about things that were like about your like breaking through illusions, breaking through like, and obviously we're talking about the new moon, so this is going to be really impactful, really amplifying your emotions at this time. Even though the full moon is really what amplifies your emotion, this new moon is really going to tap into your water frequency. Like your intuition is going to be heightened, your dreams are going to be heightened, your psychic abilities are going to be heightened, especially your empathic abilities. So knowing how to discern between what is your emotions and what is an energetic exchange, or like what is an emotion that you may have picked up from the energies that's surrounding you, the energies that are in the air, essentially. I really do feel like this has a lot to do to, I don't know why I'm picking this up, Cancers, but I'm getting like there could have been childhood. Maybe you have children, or there's things about your childhood, like wounds that's coming through to be healed. That's to look, you know, be looked at. Like maybe there's things that you know, the ways that you think, there's going to be challenges in the ways that you think. You might be feeling like your ego is being tested. Excuse me. Yeah. There's an energetic release that needs to happen. There's something about like your ego being tested so that you can go back to the source, go back to divine mother frequency, go back to yeah, that's really interesting, because it's like as your ego is being challenged, or some of your thought forms are being challenged, there's like a need for clarity. So you might be feeling a little confused at this time, Cancers. There might be something about an illusion or fantasy, some sort of manipulation, some sort of like Maya, illusionary type stuff going on. That's like, it was from your childhood. So maybe there was a trauma that it had. Maybe there was an experience that caused you trauma in your childhood, or that has to do with children. And this has caused you to now think differently, or see things from a different perspective that may be a little bit distorted, and it's being challenged for you. Or you have the proper, like, because that whatever happened to you in the past happened in a way that you created a psychic shield, a psychic protection, and your intuition has gotten strong. And like, if you trust yourself, if you don't trust yourself, there's something about trusting yourself and your intuition, and something about needing to dismantle some sort of illusion that has been going on in your psyche, in your thought forms, and your emotions, and about separating your emotions from somebody else's emotions to allow the truth to prevail. To allow clarity to come in and do what it needs to do. This could also be that perhaps you give somebody else a mindset shift because they couldn't see things in your perspective. Before, maybe they were only seeing things one-sided, one way. Or you've been arguing with somebody who's just like mentally distorted or confused, and just really not even capable of comprehending what it is that you can see with, like, through your lenses, because your level of consciousness is not the same level of their consciousness, in a sense. So Cancer, y'all know, you know more or less how this is gonna show up for you. But this is about something about so that you can move forward with a different perspective, or being open to have an overview. There might be, so this conflict or situation, essentially, I feel like is serving everyone involved for a shift in perspective, so that the bigger picture can be more illuminated, for truth to prevail, and so that you can gain a better trust with yourself. And any form of distortion or emotional manipulation or confusion can be dismantled. And this has to do with like childhood, present self, and then elder energy. Also, like the wise one. So like the Trinity in that. Hi, Gina. Hi. Oh, look at you, beautiful faces coming in. So that's for you, Cancer. We're going to go into Pisces here. Now, tell me more for Pisces for this new moon. That was quick, fast. Pisces, y'all have the 6 of Wands. Y'all are victorious. Victorious. All right. Things are going to be moving a little bit slow, okay? So the fruits that you bear, the fruits that you are going to bear are going to come kind of slow. So there's a thing about being patient, but there is a thing about being success. Don't let people rain on your parade. There's a thing of like allowing yourself to celebrate your wins, celebrate your victories, celebrate how you're moving forward. However, not to be so arrogant that you don't pay attention to your surroundings. In a sense, there's like still work. So while you are celebrating in honor of where it is that you're at, also you're not quite resting on your laurels completely. You're taking your laurels with you to your next journey. All right? You're taking your laurels with you to your next journey. There's things that you have to offer and things that's going to be offered to you that is going to be like slow and steady wins the race for you during this new moon here. If there was a yes or no question that you had, the answer is yes. There's like, you have literally all your spirit guides are in the same direction. Like they're all so happy for you. There's a sense of spiritual protection happening for you, Pisces. And there's like whatever seductions of the heart that there was in the past is not even seduction anymore. There's an alignment of the heart that has occurred now, and so you can move freely from that seduction. There's like, it's really beautiful in the ways that I see this, because it's like y'all seem very clear. And both horses are extremely calm and like moving at a slow pace. Green and red, specifically those colors, green, red, maybe gold, may be significant to you at this time. Certain browns too. If you've been at a space where you feel like things were moving slow, were moving stagnant, and you received this like aha moment, this epiphany, this greater awareness, things are going to be moving for you and in your favor slowly. I'm also working with like clear quartz specifically rather than any other crystal. I didn't even get crystals for other signs, but I'm getting clear quartz specifically so that you can keep your energy clear and keep your mind clear and focus, like utilizing it to like keep you energetically recharged, but also to clear your energetic sphere. There's a thing about appreciating what it is that you have, and that's what's going to be bringing fortune. Like gratitude is the attitude that is keeping you successful. Gratitude is the attitude that is keeping the abundance flowing, is what I'm getting. I like that. I like y'all energy. It feels like Pisces, like if y'all was in this space of like burden and fear and stuff like that, like by letting go the burden, letting go. That's why y'all received that through the epiphany. Like maybe you couldn't sleep right. Maybe you had a lot of anxiety. There was fears. There was stuff. There was a need to like really restore your energy, restore your balance. You know, you could have took this, like you could have took a road trip. You could have took a trip. You could have took something. Or it could have just been like through traveling in your mind, right? Going for a walk, right? It doesn't even have to be a long travel. It just could have been like, you know, maybe you even pacing back and forth. Maybe you're someone who paces back and forth while you're on a phone call or something. Whatever it is, this movement though got you from feeling stuck to moving forward, and moving forward victoriously, moving forward with an aha epiphany moment that not only restored you, but it rejuvenated you and regenerated you into a different being. Like you're literally moving into a different realm, and things are coming in slowly. So taking your time and knowing and trusting in that. What's the other water sign? Scorpio. Scorpio, what is that message? Y'all flew out. All right, Scorpio, y'all might be finding yourselves in a space of contemplation still, receiving messages. Y'all definitely getting a lot of psychic messages here. There's a need to kind of ground your energy just a little bit, but you're going to feel a heightened sense of sensuality and sexuality with your energies. Y'all have the Page of Wands here. All right, with the 10 of Cups in the bottom. So this could be messages pertaining to family, pertaining to your marriage, pertaining to your peers, to your loved ones. Y'all just getting a lot of messages. I'm also getting when it comes down to these messages, because if we're looking at all this collective energy and there's a lot of chaos stuff, it's almost like y'all are waiting for the message to tell y'all when to move and when to stay still, because you know that there's a lot of energies at play. There's a lot of spiritual attacks that's going on. There's a lot of like rebalancing. There's also like a rewriting of a contract here. I love you, Gina. There's a lot of like, this could also be that maybe you are renegotiating something or reestablishing a new contract for something that happened in the past. This can be just filing paperwork. This could be that maybe y'all just needing to focus on certain paperwork at this time. If it's about paperwork, Spirit is saying check it and check it twice. Check it twice and check it 3 times. Sorry, check it twice and check it 3 times. Because with this square in Saturn, there's something about your packages and deliveries or something like that, and this could be maybe business. Okay, so tending to your business, minding your business, quite literally, right? So minding your business. This could also be that maybe you just got to tell people mind your fucking business, just straight up, right? Like maybe there's a need for you to take time for you to reevaluate and get centered with certain things within you, and just like needing to like tell people I communicate with you when I am. But I really just feel like this is about ancestral guidance. This is your spirit guides communicating with you, your highest self communicating with you, God source, the great creator of all creation, communicating with you and channeling to bring healing, and to let you know when to move and when to stay still when it comes down to this energy for this new moon. So that's quite interesting, water signs. Yeah, I got a lot of wands and then the moon. All right, not a lot of. It's very interesting how the zodiacs are playing in. So we're gonna do earth signs right now, and then what else I have? Fire. Take a sip of water. All right, can somebody tell me the time? Oh, I got it right here. Never mind. I actually got it this time. All right, I'm doing pretty good on time. Y'all. Shout out to me finally doing something right. No, I'm just like, I do a lot of things right. And I do a lot of things good. I'm just saying. Because just because you do it right don't necessarily mean you're doing it good at the same time. But it depends on like whose definition of good is. which is why I said what I said. Because I could be like, yeah, I did it right and I did it good. And they could be like, nah, you did it right, but you could have did it better. It wasn't really that good or whatever the case. Mind your business. I'm going to tap into the Scorpio. Mind your fucking business. All right, let's get into it. Earth signs. All right, earth signs. Just clearing it up. So we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yes, I'm going to go with Taurus first. I'm going to go in that order. Taurus, because that was the first ones that came in. Yeah. The World card. Y'all flew right out. I told you I felt y'all energy first. The World card. Things are coming to a completion. Y'all got the 7 of Wands in the bottom of the deck here. All right, y'all might be feeling like y'all are fighting a great fight. Y'all are tired. Y'all are like, yo, what the F is going on? But y'all also feel like y'all are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Y'all are actually coming to a space of completing an old karma, completing a cycle, going through ascension symptoms. So if you're experiencing like headaches, dizziness, maybe you need to ground yourself, definitely drink a lot of water. Some of you may be experiencing just like really feeling tired, needing to get naked, like clothes quite literally might be bothering you at this time, or y'all might just be having a sweet tooth. There might be something about also feeling like y'all drop the competition, like y'all not even in the space of the mindset of competition anymore. Quite literally shifting from one lifestyle to another, like an ending of one life as you knew it to another is what I'm getting also with this energy. So major changes, major shifts for some of y'all, and major completions and endings. And this also makes sense, right? Because Taurus, y'all are ruled by Venus. Venus is in Cazimi during this time, right? And she literally quite combusted. She exploded. She went from being one version of herself to literally dying and coming back as like a phoenix rising, if you will, coming back into a new version of herself and regaining the energy. So y'all could be feeling that energy too. Y'all could be feeling like y'all having a death rebirth, like not in a religious context, but almost like a born again type energy, right? So just collecting your energy, gathering your energy from the 4 directions, really just being in tune with your soul and literally taking the time to rest and be in it, like being real with you. I mean, I know a lot of Tauruses to be real anyways, but being real naked with your truth, right? Dropping the imposter syndrome, dropping the need of vanity in a sense, and like really just taking a look at your soul more than materialism is really what I'm getting. Like this is a reflection. Like, you know how Venus holds the mirror and like taking a look at your reflection? You're going to be taking a look in the mirror, but rather than seeing your materialistic reflection, it's going to be like reflecting on your soul. This is what this energy is going to be bringing to you, so that you can gain a closure of some sort of energetic pattern that you had, or belief system, or a shift in your relationships, whatever it is. This is a major cycle closing out for you to bring you into a space of like knowing thyself, if you will. Yeah, could have been feeling a lot of like psychic attacks also. So like anointing your crown, maybe do a spiritual bath. Virgos, let's go into it. Virgos. excuse me, Virgo, I don't know why I feel the justice energy really strong for you. So if there was any form of injustice, there's going to be like things shifting in your favor, or justice is coming in to intervene. Yo, I cannot make this shit the fuck up. Justice. Justice was staring at me. Virgo. Double confirmation. Alright? Do not take, and it's interesting, Earth sign, so far y'all got a lot of major arcanas going on here. So this is really, really big, and the air signs had a lot of earthly stuff, all right? Virgo. In the bottom of the deck, y'all have the, oh my gosh, can I speak? The Hangman. All right? Feeling like y'all at a crossroads, right? Y'all are needing to make a decision, and this is not a little decision. This is a big decision. This is a life-changing decision here. There's about, if you've been lying, if you've been playing games, then I would say be mindful of that, because that can backfire on you. If someone's been lying and playing games to you, that's going to backfire on them, and you're going to see it. This is karma at its finest. Ma'atian energy being restored back into you. Remembering your I am. Remembering to be the captain of your ship. There's a poem with that. There could be something about legalities too for some of you as well. But I really just feel like you're upholding. It's almost like you're being held to a high spiritual level of judgment. And so they're saying, like, trust yourself, trust your discernment, and like your ability to judge a situation accordingly. Your ability to really know, like, not be in a space of confusion, not being in a space of wishy-washy, but being in a space of upholding your sovereignty, your sovereignty, upholding your energy to high regard, because your ancestors, the most high, like, you are an anointed one that is really held with high regard. And so it's time that you act like it. So it could be that maybe you have kept yourself in certain situations that was like you've been stubborn to let go, and there's like a divine intervention happening so that justice can be restored, and so that your balance can be restored, so that things can go in its divine alignment and placement and position that it needs to be. And this intervention is happening rightfully so and righteously so, to keep honor for everyone involved. Because it's like, despite the appearance of the situation, even if somebody else was being messy, like you were being messy by keeping that energy around. So keeping accountability, having accountability, and being responsible with your own energy, like being responsible for your energy. This could also be tending to your responsibilities as well. This could also be that you can yeah, they want There's almost a sense of like fairness, being fair, being weighing your options and making sure that everything is leveled. Y'all might also have some paperwork that y'all gotta review, some contracts that y'all gotta review also. Yeah, that's all I'm really getting for y'all. And Pisces, this is the Hangman is ruled by Pisces. So, y'all could be dealing with a Libra. Y'all don't have to be dealing with a Libra. Saturn is squaring Pisces. So I would say like there's a decision that you have to make in this. So don't let the illusions or the tricks, like don't trick yourself out of what you know. Don't ignore any red flags. Don't make a decision based on fear, based on anxiety. Be centered, be in your center, be in your cool. This is almost like getting to a space of self-mastery with the 8 of Pentacles here, which is interesting that I didn't mention this earlier, but like this is what I'm getting now. Like being in the space of self-mastery or getting to a space of self-mastery, maybe controlling your emotions or balancing your, you know, the head and the, you could have a head and a heart decision that you have to make. And it's like facts will always be facts regardless of what opinions are made, what opinions are there, regardless of the perceptions of the experience. You can't take away, everybody's entitled to their emotions, everybody's entitled to their perception of their experience. So, like, you know, even how Cat Williams would say, like, you don't have a right to narrate my story for me based on my experience, right? So that is true, but facts will always be facts regardless of the opinion, regardless of the perceptions of it. And that is gonna always be true. And making your decision based on that. Based on that. Because the ego is going to say one thing and the heart is going to say another. So how do you balance that out? And balance it out, and going back to the beginning of the message is like, are you respecting yourself with the value that you deserve? Are you treating yourself to high regard? If the universe is looking at you with high regard and you're not valuing yourself in that way, then there's an imbalance within yourself that needs to bring elevation to balance up, to meet the rest of that high regard that the universe sees you in, to bring up your value. You know what? Raise your value and add tax. Essentially, that's what you need to do with yourself, possibly, right? And this could be even like, you know, then others, you know, do with their self and others will follow suit. Others will do too. Minding the emotions to make the decision that you need to make. All right. Capricorns. Excuse me, wow. What does this new moon have for Capricorns? I'm just trying to be mindful of my time, y'all, so. Capricorns, y'all have the Ace of Wands here. Talk about fertile. Yeah, in a very fertile space. This is a new beginning here too. This is a lot of potential energies. This is a lot of fertility. This is a lot of spiritual information coming through as well. So y'all could be getting a lot of ideas. Now we do have Capricorns. Your ruler is Saturn, and Saturn is being squared at this time. The new moon is squaring Saturn. So in the bottom of the deck, you have the 7 of Swords here. And there could be that there's going to be a reawakening of certain I'm sorry, like an awareness or an awakening to your soul and your spiritual, right, as opposed to like ego. So I don't want to use the word ego death per se, but like if there's been certain fears or certain egoic, like intrusive thoughts and stuff like that, there's going to be an illumination and a purification onto those intrusive thoughts. It's getting back to like the seed. I'm literally seeing like the universe putting you in the fire in the fire of life, and you become burnt, and then it turns into ashes, and then you're literally buried in the ashes as a seed, and the seed gets illuminated through your heart space. Your heart becomes illuminated and is birthed with so much potential that you become the seed, the flower of life, with every beat, with every heartbeat. All right. So this is an awakening that's happening. This can be, y'all also may be experiencing strong ascension symptoms here. There could also be that there was something about writing. And listen, I had, for those of you who don't know, like I literally had a spontaneous like poetry slam on live, and it was just like reawakening my inner child to like remember like when I used to write poems and how much I like writing poems and stuff like that. This is what I feel like. I feel like this is an awakening of passion, an awakening of your light source energy, an awakening of like getting out of your own fucking way and stop tricking yourself, stop stealing from yourself. Like if there has been any energetic leakages, like getting into the awareness of sealing that as well. Hello. There's also blood on these swords, which is bringing a lot of so like blood over intentions. This could be like mindful. This could be healing of divine masculine energy as well. This could be maybe suitors being attracted to, if you're a man, if you're a Capricorn man, you could be looked at more attractive. People might find you more attractive, and your magnetism is going to flow. Manifestations are going to happen fast for you, right? And so mindful of what it is that you are thinking or wanting to manifest, right? Believing in yourself, knowing and trusting in yourself so that it is fertile, and it's not only manifests, but manifests in a way that you would like, right? And if you're a woman, this could be that you're attracting suitors of the opposite sex. Maybe men are become really attracted to you. This could be, again, about the thought forms with it, because I'm looking at the bottom of the deck with the Seven of Swords. So just being mindful of like energy vampires as well, because this could also be like there could be an energy vampire. So being in the awareness of sealing your, and we were talking about leakage and auras and stuff like that. If there's like a psychic attack from a masculine energy, just really being mindful of that, because it could be egoic, or it could even be like somebody trying to a masculine energy trying to be manipulative in this way. Nonetheless, definitely take time to honor your energy, because I feel like this is a really potent time of fertility for you, and a strong magnetism to what it is that you desire and what it is that you want to procreate with the universe. In it, I feel divine masculine protection in there as well. So connecting with that and tapping into your masculine energies to keep things active, keep things fertile, keep things going. So you're going to know if there's an energy vampire around you and they're draining you or trying to feast off of your energy. You're gonna know, because this, like, if you start feeling anxious around somebody or whatever, this could be like an argument or somebody, or like some form of like communication that goes through. It's like, pay attention to all the work. Like, this could also be that, like, maybe you're being harder on yourself for like not giving yourself the credit of how far you have come. But I really feel like this is just you coming into a new space, like a new space of self. Like you literally had to get out of your own way. You were in this space maybe overthinking, and you're in a space of renewal. Like this is literally quite a rebirth in a sense also. And it's like not ignore. We was talking about like not ignoring the red flags and not overwhelming yourself in this space. If there's an energy or like things, because I'm seeing a lot of like the smoke too, right? So like you gain a lot of clarity. For some of you, this could be about reading a book or writing a book. Also, this could be putting together a class, writing a class, putting some sort of like workshop together, focusing on studying, focusing on yourself in a way. This is also soul messages, so soul codes. This could be light language that's coming through, like a light language activation here. Channeled writing. I would say do some channel writing. I feel like this is like allowing yourself to be like the wild flame. Allow yourself to break free out of maybe this could be the mind. Remember earlier there was a thing about like mindset shifts. This could quite literally be like you had to shift your perspective of yourself and or have a mindset shift to really get into a space. Like maybe you were very rigid, maybe you were very because let's talk about it, Capricorn. Like sometimes we just could be like just stern and you know, a particular type of way. And it's like allowing yourself to be wild at heart. Allowing yourself to really be free in the fullness of all your different expressions, regardless of how that looks. And I'm not gonna lie, some of y'all Capricorns just might be getting pregnant. Like, or y'all just might be getting it on. There might be some juicy time or something. I'm trying to be I'm trying to do better, y'all, with how I talk to y'all. I know y'all like how I talk to y'all, but the internet streets don't always like how I talk to y'all, and I don't really appreciate that too much. I know y'all appreciate it, but they be trying to hate on the girls. So I'm just trying to I'm trying to do a better, not trying, I am. If y'all can see, if y'all have eyes to see and ears to listen, then y'all know I'm doing a better job with how I'm talking to y'all. But if you don't see it, that's not my problem. All right, let's go. So that is the earth signs. Let's get into who's the other ones. What is the last ones? We did air, we did water, fire. Fire. Look at Capricorns have fire. Ooh. So on a collective level with that Saturn square and the fire energy, we was talking about like things collapsing so that there's a renewal in the collective energy, right? Talk about new earth in a sense, right? And I really feel like Capricorns, y'all gonna quite literally be feeling like, so like that could have been activations. I don't know if I said like ascension systems where you're feeling really hot as well. So yeah. Why this last group? Fire signs. Sagittarius, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. All right, let's go into Sagittarius. There y'all go. Oh, Sagittarius. Y'all be acting up. Why y'all always mad for? Y'all be listen, I never is right now. I'm not sure Y'all just be mad or angry or something. It's the Lover's card here. All right, Sagittarius, y'all could be making certain decisions that is going to be changing your life for the better. This could be a union of self, you know, a union with a partner. There's the Eight of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck, which is a double confirmation with the Eight of Pentacles here. So Sagittarius, this could be quite literally harmonizing your feminine and masculine energies together to become one. Two turns into one. You know, to, your left brain, right brain, you know, turning into one mind and having the Holy Trinity, the union of self, really quite literally harmonizing with the universe, right? There could be certain sound frequencies that's going to be recalibrating your cells and your organs. You could be extra sensitive at this time, feeling this. You could even be maybe like matchmaking with some, or meeting somebody unexpectedly at a workplace or a business venture, or this could be quite even this could be a business partnership that is going to be successful. Maybe somebody offering some sort of business opportunity going on here. Ooh, excuse me. I really feel like that's you coming to see the polarities. Or this could even be for some of you, Sagittarius, almost feeling, I'm not a medical practitioner, so this is not a diagnosis, right? Like, I'm just speaking in general, you know your situation. But like, for some of you, I don't know why I'm getting this, like, y'all could be feeling a sense of like bipolar disorder. Like, y'all could be quite literally feeling like burden and feeling stress, like anxiety and depression, and like intrusive thoughts, and like needing to do some grounding work or meditation work to like center your mind in a sense. Earlier, I'm not sure if it was in the collective messages as a whole for this new moon, but I had picked up meditation is your medication. So adding more meditation during this new moon is going to bear fruitful for you. It's going to be harmonious for you, Sagittarius. Some of you Sagittarius might be having like some sort of like family gathering where there's like 3 generations. Maybe you have a child, or maybe you're pregnant, or maybe your child is pregnant and there's, you know, the grandparents, so multiple generations. This could be quite literally clearing some generational issues and bringing in generational wealth. This could be maybe some sort of news that you get. Some sort of news that you get that's pertaining to family. What was in the bottom of the deck again? The 8. Yeah, I really feel like this is more about mastery of self, though. Getting more acquainted with yourself and like maybe minding your temperament, minding your thoughts. Excuse me. Yeah, Sagittarius, that's all I'm getting for you right now. Because it feels like y'all were getting kind of mean. So there could be something about your temperament, your temper, your mind, maybe your intrusive thoughts, your way of thinking. There's like, you know, maybe being more compassionate, opening your heart space to bring a level of elevation, to bring more clarity, so that it's easier for you to get into meditation as opposed to like being in ego all the time. But coming to another level of mastery is what I'm getting. This could also be a promotion or like a business opportunity. All right, Sagittarius, that's your message. Let's go into Leo. That was quick, fast, so I need one card. Leo. Leo, the Sun card. It kind of came upside down, so I'm putting it upright though. Yeah, I have the Four of Wands here, all right? So again, also having to do some work with self, harmonizing of yourself here. There's a strong you have a strong intuition, but there may be some maybe your solar plexus was overconfident, overactive, and your other chakras weren't as active, and so there was a need to kind of not put a halt or a shift, but like a need to focus on your other chakras so that they can elevate and open up and balance up too with your solar plexus in a way. And so you haven't felt as confident as you normally feel confident, but there was because it was in reverse here, there's like something like good times are ahead of you, but you can't even see it. You're not even able to see what. So there's a thing about being grateful for what it is that you have, what it is, and being able to see the brighter side here. Y'all could also be feeling some anxiety, needing to do some breath work. Maybe y'all feeling like y'all in a dark place. And so it's like allowing yourself to tap in, go within to reawaken the sun within yourself, reawaken the confidence within your being. If you notice, she has the Four Wands, but she's like literally like she's looking like she's going on a journey, and she has the fire there. So I really feel like this is a soul's journey, bringing you back to the Garden of Eden, bringing you back to your inner child, bringing you back to the holy, like the Holy Trinity of the Mother, the Father, the Holy Spirit. Quite literally making love to yourself. Yeah, because with the sun in reverse, you know, that tells me that there's an awakening that's going to happen whether you like it or not. You could be in the middle of an awakening, but maybe not really like what you are being illuminated to. And there was something earlier about like denial, right? So you could be telling yourself like everything is fine. You can quite literally be this person that's on the phone like everything is fine. Mind you, the whole time they have like fucking swords stabbed in their whole body. Like ignoring the issue doesn't solve the issue. It doesn't solve anything. But neither does overthinking about it. So minding your intrusive thoughts. Maybe, you know, work is like really taking over, taking you away from your vision, you know, of what it is that you have really been trying to do for yourself, in a sense. Hello. So just really recalibrating your connection. I would even suggest maybe sun gazing in the morning if you have the time. There could also be that maybe you're feeling tired with the sun in reverse. This could also be that maybe you're just feeling energetically depleted, right? This could feel like you're experiencing resistance. What you resist will persist, right? So there's a need to allow yourself, maybe you're getting more rest because you've been tired and you don't normally allow yourself to sleep. Earlier, I was talking about learning to be in the reacquainted with your circadian rhythm, right? Like your rhythm, not what society says your rhythm needs to be, but what your actual rhythm is, what your body is telling you. So y'all could just be feeling burnt out. Y'all could be feeling tired. Y'all could be feeling like you just need to restore yourself and get back to marriage with yourself, get back to union with yourself, get back to celebrating yourself. There could be issues or things going on in the home, or there could be some sort of surprise that is gonna be happening. Maybe, you know, for some of you Leos, maybe there's a, you know, somebody proposes to you and it's an unexpected proposal and you're like, oh shit, I wasn't, like, whole time I'm stressed out about things going on in this like relationship, and little did I know they're trying to surprise me to marry me. And like, you were doubting the situation, or you were doubting, you know, yourself, or this, your circumstances around you, or there's like, but there's something about like, there's something about doubting, and there's something about this surprise. The surprise element to it is like to reassure you of your value again, and to like not doubt yourself. But also, like, for example, there's an example of like, if a relationship isn't working out, creating a baby together isn't going to solve that problem, right? It's not going to fix the problem. It's not going to keep the relationship going. So whatever is burning you out, whatever is draining you, whatever is not in alignment with you, allowing yourself to release that so you can really get back into yourself, into your knowing, into your true shine, and not being afraid to illuminate, not being afraid. It's like you've been scared to show yourself, like, and this is your time to shine. And I feel like it's going to be really victorious for you. It's going to be really beautiful, but you have to believe in yourself. And essentially, that's what it is. It could be that you end up just needing to rest for a couple of days, and come the weekend time, you're shining bright like the sun that you are. And you didn't even think you was going to have the energy to do it. Like, but the fact that you took time to rest during this new moon throughout the week allowed you to rejuvenate yourself, allowed you to really get what it is that you needed from the feminine energies within you, from the masculine energy within you, from their inner child. I would say maybe putting on some comedy, or doing what it is like, there's like a resurrection of your passions that's trying to come forth again. So doing what you love. Doing what you love is going to allow for your energy to raise into a higher frequency. And guess what? It might burn some people, but if they can't take the heat, they need to get out the kitchen, right? That's what the sun is saying with all these solar flares and these hot ass flames. If you can't take my light, you then get the fuck up off this planet. Like, you can't take this heat, melt, sweat. I really don't know how. I mean, I do. I was going to say something anyway. Leo, that's your message. Aries, let's get into it. Last but not least, gratitude. That was quick, fast too. Aries, y'all got the Magician card with the 5 of Wands in the bottom of the deck here, okay? So this is really talking about knowing how to pick and choose your battles, Aries, knowing how to pick and choose your battles. Aries, why y'all always trying to fight somebody or something? Y'all stay trying to fight something all the time. Knowing how to pick and choose your battles, knowing that, like, literally it takes a gang to try to, like, it takes an army, it takes a group to try to go up against you. That's how powerful you are. So reclaiming your power, not letting them, if this is like psychic attacks, allowing yourself to do what it is that you know magically to do to clear your energy. This could be really just getting into your manifestations, getting into your bag, allowing yourself to travel, allowing yourself, like, y'all are really in a space of like, it is what it is, and I'm making it what the fuck I want to make it. Like, I'm not gonna ignore the situations around me, but I'm gonna handle it accordingly. Like, if you think you're gonna fight me, I'm just gonna let you know that I'm gonna maneuver this shit with my power and my abilities to have the commandments over this circumstances, so that I'm not going down without a fight. I'm not going down easy. I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all energetically drain me. But there's something about not just only picking and choosing your battles. It's like Do y'all have to, like, you don't always have to scoop down to somebody else's level to make a point. And I think that for the elevated Aries that's here in this space, y'all was feeling a lot of this energy here. And y'all got to a space of like, nah, watch me. Watch this. I'm going to be cool, calm, and collective. But I'm going to handle this situation accordingly. And it's going to get back to you in the ways that you least expected. When you think, I forgot, or when you think, it's kind of really interesting how that's happening here. And let's really think about this for a moment, right? If we're talking about in a collective energy of Aries and like everything that's going on with the military, everything that's going on with the attacks and the genocides and stuff like that. Like, if you are someone of like great power, this could be your opportunity to utilize your energy in a way to shift the narrative of this. Whether you practice openly or privately. There could be on a collective levels that's something we're going to probably see something big happen also again when it comes down to what is going on with the military and stuff like that. Certain things like that. This energy is very vague, so it's difficult for me to kind of narrow it down because everybody's entitled to their free will and moves their energy the way that they move it. And I really feel like it's just a matter of the Aries collective is really on some like, I'm gonna make shit happen regardless of what's happening around me, and nobody's gonna tell me what I can and cannot do because I'm really gonna honor my free will. So it's like, do as you will, but take no shit. Yes, love, these are collective readings. Do as you will, but take no shit. I really feel like you're taking matters into your own hands. It's like you're no longer standing by to like let people bully you or let people take advantage of you. You're like, nah. I got this. I'm moving this the way accordingly. So like a declaration of your power and reclaiming your power. For some of you, y'all could be quite literally doing return to sender spells. For others of you, this is just like y'all doing cord cuttings. Y'all focusing on manifesting something for yourselves. Like, I ain't even got time to be paying attention to what the crowd is paying attention to. I'm focused on me. That's really what it is. I'm really getting like a me focus for y'all Aries. There's like a road opening that's happening for y'all as well. And y'all probably like really feeling like y'all seeing a lot of resistance. But I'm getting a lot of victory energy from this as well. So if y'all are experiencing certain like what's the word? It's a word with a P. I don't even know right now, but if y'all are getting like certain distractions, if y'all getting certain, it's like keeping your persistence, moving through the resistance and overcoming the obstacle while declaring your power back, calling your power back from all situations that was like this, like quite literally calling your power back. and being in the magician energy to manifest. And you're gonna, I feel like whatever it is that you're whatever it is that you're looking to manifest in a couple of weeks, maybe by the next moon cycle or something like that, y'all gonna see those manifestations come, as long as y'all detach yourselves from the petty shit. Like if y'all scoop down to their level, then it's gonna take longer. You're gonna actually reap the repercussions and the consequences of getting in your own way of your manifestations becoming fruitful. But if you allow yourself to stay in your power and not be manipulated by this situation, but shifting the energy in the room in your favor, then you're gonna be seeing the victorious side of and reaping the rewards and the benefits of that, so that your manifestations come rushing in. So Aries, that is your reading. That is your everyone. That is the collective reading for the Geminis. The replay is going to be on YouTube, so please be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can watch your zodiac sign and see the general collective message for all. I thank y'all. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow if you haven't already. Comment. Let me know in the comments what resonates with you, what doesn't resonate with you. And until next time, peace, love, harmony, and obviously I would love for you to get into your wholeness. I will always be in my wholeness. I am complete. I am grateful. I am thankful. And you being here are a direct reflection of that wholeness within me. You are a piece of the puzzle that I am grateful for. So give yourself grace. Give yourself love. Give yourself a hug. Drink some water. Water is life. Water is healing. Water is cleansing. I thank you for your time, your energy, your attention. And I leave you with love. Peace.